police wants you to believe that robbery is the only motive. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we tell you the glaring inconsistencies in the probe that has been carried out so far. Hello and welcome, you watching the Friday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavan said. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you need to be with me. The reason being is that I'm going to take you through what we believe are the inconsistencies in the probe that has been carried out by the Mumbai police in the stabbing of actor Saif Ali Khan. Mumbai police clearly wants you to believe that this is a case of robbery. If that's the case, tonight you will see why this theory is riddled with inconsistencies. Starting with the fact that there is an Instagram post that was put out by Kareena Kapoor and her friends, and there are questions essentially being raised about what really happened when the actor saw the accused for the first time. But before I answer all of these questions, let's first take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour, and then we're going to take you through the biggest exclusive on this story. Saif's accused attacker still at large 36 hours after manhunt still on. Republic speaks to the auto driver who claims to have carried Saif and son to hospital. Driver says did not see Kareena. Glaring inconsistencies come to light in Saif attack probe, bringing the clincher news break in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Police version appears dodgy, bringing to you the contradictions in a short while from now. Ministry of External Affairs responds to Republic's question on Bidal Babu's death. MEA says in touch with Russian authorities. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you this exclusive with the auto rickshaw driver who ferried Saif Ali Khan to the hospital. He says that on the night of the incident, it was a young man and another person who accompanied the actor to the hospital. He makes it absolutely clear that Kareena Kapoor was nowhere to be seen that night. In fact, the driver also identified Saif's son Taimur, who he says accompanied Saif to the hospital. Now, that's the beginning of what I'm calling the major contradictions. First, viewers, you need to listen in to what the auto driver said, and then I'm going to break it down for you as to why certain claims that have been made by the Mumbai police in the FIR that has been registered clearly brings in the biggest contradiction in the probe that has been carried out so far. Listen in to what the auto rickshaw driver had to say.
आप कहां पर थे उस रात और किस प्रकार से जो है आप ये पूरे घटनाक्रम में शामिल हुए?
सर, मैं जैसे नाइट में गाड़ी चलाता हूँ, मेरा लिंकिंग रोड से आना जाना इधर गलियों में रहता है। मैं गली से निकल रहा हूँ तो सदगुरु रेजेंसी होटल है, उसके सामने सदगुरु बिल्डिंग है। उसके बाद में मैं जाता हूँ, जैसे सामने से कोई लेडीज़ आती है तो रिक्शा बोल के मेरे को रुकाती है।
ये महिला कौन थी?
ये मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, मैं इतना इंट्रोडक्शन पे नहीं हूँ। अब कोई भी होगा तो एक लेडीज़ थी तो बोली कोई इमरजेंसी, किसी को घाव लगा तो गेट से भी आ रही है, रिक्शा रुको रुको रुको। तो मैं रुकाया गाड़ी को, रुकाने के बाद थोड़ा आगे भी बढ़ गया, फिर गाड़ी यूटर्न मार के फिर गेट पे लगाता उनको। गाड़ी लगाने के बाद उसमें फिर 2-4 लोग निकलते बाहर से, 5-6 लोग जो भी है, कुछ लेडीज़ भी थे और कुछ वो भी थी। अब उठाने के बाद देख रहा हूँ तो एक निकलता है तो पूरा जख्म लगा है पूरा, जैसे यानी कि खून।
कहाँ मार लगा?
इतना नहीं देख रहा हूँ, जैसे कि एक इधर लगा था हल्का फुल्का में, एक इधर लगा था। अब उसमें कैसा लगा था, ऐसा कि ब्लड निकल रहा था, काफ़ी निकल रहा था। हाँ, पूरा कुर्ता एकदम बिल्कुल बाइट से रेड दिख रहा था मेरे को, मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा घाव लगा है, तो मैं भी देख के थोड़ा घबराहट से हुई, मैंने बहुत इमरजेंसी इनको, तो मैंने कहा इनको फटाफट छोड़ो, बोले हॉस्पिटल लेके चलो, तो हॉस्पिटल करने के बाद फिर बैठने के बाद मैंने फटाक से गाड़ी स्टार्ट किया, उड़ा के सीधा लेके गया।
लेकिन कितने देर में आप अस्पताल पहुंचे?
अस्पताल से मुश्किल से 5 से 7 मिनट लगा होगा सर।
और वो इसी रिक्शा में बैठे हुए थे?
हाँ,
इसी
में वो साइड में बैठे, राइट साइड में,
राइट साइड में
बैठे थे, बीच में बच्चा बैठा था, उनके साथ में जो था यंग जो था, उनके जो वो समझदार था,
ये इस
पोजीशन पे बैठे थे,
इसी रिक्शे में।
इसी
तो और सैफ अली खान कहाँ बैठे थे?
सैफ अली खान बैठे थे
यहाँ
पे,
इस कोने में।
हाँ, इस कोने पे, बाकी बच्चा बैठा था यहाँ पे।
ये छोटा बच्चा था?
छोटा बच्चा 7-8 साल का बच्चा होगा। ये यहाँ पे बैठा था, और एक जो साथ में उनके और भी था कोई, तो एक वो ये इधर बैठे थे।
तो यहाँ पे कौन बैठा था?
वो मेरे को नहीं ध्यान है, कोई यंग थे, कोई 50-60 की उम्र होगी उनकी, ऐसा, हाँ उम्र ही होगी ज़्यादा, मैं तो इतना पहचानता नहीं हूँ कि कौन है कौन नहीं है।
सैफ अली खान की हालत कैसी थी, और वो बैठ करके ऑटो में क्या कह रहे थे, क्या करा रहे थे दर्द से?
हल्का फुल्का करा रहे थे, और अपने बच्चे से थोड़ा मोड़ा बात कर रहे थे।
बच्चा क्या कह रहा था?
बस कुछ नहीं, जैसे नॉर्मल सी बात हो रही थी उनसे, ज़्यादा कोई ऐसा कोई घबराहट की बात नहीं थी, आपसी बात जो भी थी। हाँ।
करीना भी बैठी थी क्या गाड़ी में?
नहीं, करीना नहीं बैठी थी, करीना का नहीं देखा।
एक वीडियो है, उसमें दिखाई दे रहा है आप करीना से जो है वो बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या आपकी मुलाकात उनसे कहाँ पर हुई?
नहीं, करीना से तो मेरी मुलाकात नहीं, मैं तो उनको घर से अपॉइंटमेंट से ही खाली उनको बैठाया गया है।
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where was Kareena Kapoor. There are multiple versions really coming into the picture. Mumbai police is claiming something. There is an Instagram post that is doing the rounds. That makes another claim altogether. And finally, you have the auto rickshaw driver saying that I did not see. Many would be asking this question, how is it relevant? It is relevant, ladies and gentlemen, because every person at the scene of the crime is extremely relevant as far as the investigation that is to be carried out by the Mumbai police. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this with a considerable experience of covering crime incidents. Now, let me take you through some of the bigger concerns and why there is a clear discrepancy in what the Mumbai police is saying and what we are witnessing from multiple sources. First, let's take you through a statement that was recorded by the Mumbai police, and that was of a domestic help who was present at the spot when the alleged incident took place. And this is what the domestic help apparently told the Mumbai police, and we are in possession of that statement. Says that Kareena Kapoor was actually present at the time of the incident. Now, that's what the domestic help has to claim. There's an Instagram post. We are not very sure at what time was it posted, but it appears that this was much before the alleged incident. Now, that, if you simply go by that post, Kareena Kapoor was not present there. Kareena Kapoor was with Riya Kapoor and a few others. We do not know the timings. We do not know much information about that. Then that's the job of the police to really find out what was really happening there. Now, that's purely going by the Instagram post. Let's take you through the other. What's the truth? Ibrahim took Saif to the hospital is again a domestic help's statement given to the Mumbai police, but again there is a different picture basically emerging even from the hospital and the driver now. Saif came to the hospital with Taimur. So who exactly took Saif Ali Khan to the hospital? Is it Ibrahim? Is it Taimur? Again, Mumbai police, you need to answer that question. Let's take you through the others. It is the Mumbai police which says that the CCTV footage of the accused is from the 6th floor. We are talking about this multi-storied building, high-tech society, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 11th and the 12th floor where the actor actually stays. Where is the CCTV footage of all the other floors, and why is it only the 6th floor where you have the CCTV footage really coming in? Saif Ali Khan stays on the 12th floor and there is no CCTV footage, ladies and gentlemen. That too, when we are talking about 100 crore worth apartment, clearly there is no CCTV footage. Weapon that has been recovered, 2.5-inch part of the knife stained with blood. Again, surprising, a curious case. Take a look at the CCTV footage, you will not find blood stains on the accused's clothes. Again, another mystery. We do not know what really has happened. Let's take you further. Now, all of these basically raises some questions about the case that has been made by the Mumbai police. Now take a look at this. This is the entry and the exit. Now this apparently is the accused. If this is, can we just go back to the CCTV footage once again? I'll just tell you this because one of the claims that has been made is that this is the accused who enters and then exits from the fire escape area, and it's on the 6th floor that this CCTV footage has been captured. Now this, you see, masked man actually goes up carrying a backpack. Then let's take you through the other. That's the exit footage from the same very place. Now this exit footage that you are really looking at, which we're going to play right now, take a look at this, is after the alleged crime. No blood stains. At least if you go by the naked eye, no blood stains can be seen on the accused. So what's really happening there? We do not know. Mumbai police will perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, someday answer this question about what really happened. Now what's very interesting is that if you see what is going to be very important for any crime, then it is important to actually take you through the entire sequence of events. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, I'm going to take you through the exact details of what really happened. Let's quickly tell you the unsolved mystery, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Let's begin with this, how it all started on that night. What is it that we saw? The accused, ladies and gentlemen, here, the accused is the person that was carrying the backpack, uses the fire duct and actually reaches the 12th floor. Now again, this is a claim by the Mumbai police. So you have a multi-story building and this man, well equipped, perhaps reaches the 12th floor. What does he do thereafter? Accused then walks into the room and tries going in towards Jay's bed. So it appears that this man completely has an idea of the building layout. So is it an insider's job? How exactly did he know where exactly is Jay's room, number one? Number two, there is no signs of any forced entry. That's even surprising. The nurse there, we are given to understand that at any given point in time, the children are accompanied by their caretaker as well as the nurse. Nurse then after tried to get Jay out when the accused said, "Koi awaaz nahi." That's the first person who they said. And here, as you can see, these images actually tells you that there are two people. One, we just showed you the slide before, and now this is the time when the first time the accused spoke. Jay's nanny immediately wakes up. This means there were three people inside the room by then. You had Jay's nanny as well as the nurse being present there. The only word that he uses, "Koi awaaz nahi." Accused thereafter threatens both of them and says, "Koi awaaz nahi or koi bahar nahi jayega." Now that is what the accused apparently tells the caretakers. What happens next? Nanny thereafter runs immediately out of the room and cries for help. Till this time, the actor does not come in, ladies and gentlemen. It is only three people that we are talking about. Two, that's the nurse and the caretaker and the accused. Let's take you through the others. When does the actor really make the entry? Saif thereafter intervenes and asks the accused what he wanted. Now let's take you through the others. Now this is when the accused attacks Saif. Nanny intervenes and she was also attacked. In between, ladies and gentlemen, that's the time when the accused makes the statement. Saif pushes the accused and locks him inside the bedroom. Till this point in time, this is what has happened. He's been attacked, stabbed multiple times. We are given to understand that Saif pushes him inside the bedroom. And thereafter, you have the other staff members coming in. In between, ladies and gentlemen, you have the accused telling the nanny as well as the nurse that he wants money. 1 crore rupees is what was being demanded. But there are several unanswered questions. Here is, if at all burglary was the only motive, then would he have really entered this multi-storied building carrying one sword, an axe? Is that what he would have really done? The question still remains unanswered. We do not know. That's the curious case, as I've been saying that, and typically what the police would have essentially done. Looked at the final motive even before perusing through all the evidence. And that's the reason why we are still asking this question 36 hours later. Who stabbed Saif Ali Khan? 40 hours have already passed. since this incident that has actually taken place. This is a shocking incident that has taken place, but the attacker is still on the run. The mystery only deepens. Conflicting statements, glaring inconsistencies, and a trail of unanswered questions surround this case. From claims of burglary to the possibility of ransom, nothing really adds up. The police's entire explanation about the attacker entering through a fire duct contradicts the building's restricted card access system. Now, in this report, we break down every angle, every claim, every unanswered question.
40 hours after Saif Ali Khan's stabbing, the attacker still remains at large. The mystery behind the incident still remains unsolved. The police version seems to be more and more dodgy with every statement released. The police claim that the accused entered through the fire duct. While on the other hand, our information tells us that one cannot enter the building without card access. Saif's domestic help states that Kareena was present when the incident took place. However, an Instagram post by Karishma Kapoor suggests that Kareena was at a friend's place.
आप जाते थे सैफ अली खान के घर पे?
हाँ, पहले इधर थे ना, तब जाते थे। 2 माले का ऑफिस था और 10 माले पे रहते थे। इधर एक बार 1 महीने पहले आया था स्टेशनरी देने, बस बाहर से रिटर्न।
अच्छा, स्टेशनरी देने आप आते थे यहाँ पे, तो स्टेशनरी देने जब आते थे तो गेट पे जब एंटर किया करते थे, कैसे एंटर करते थे आप?
पेन से रजिस्टर में लिखते थे आना जाना।
आप गेट पे आए, फिर सिक्योरिटी चेक होता था?
नहीं, जेब वेब चेक नहीं होता, एंट्री होता था कहाँ से, क्योंकि रात दिन आता था, पहचानते थे। अभी इधर भी है तो सब इनके जो ऑफिस में काम करने वाले सब पहचानते कि मारुति वाला है।
सैफ अली खान के ऑफिस में
जब भी बंदे से पहचानते थे कि भी पहचान वाला है।
अच्छा,
जब भी मैकडॉग ऑफिस था, वो ऑफिस तो अभी बंद हो गया है।
तो यहाँ पे जब आते थे आप एंट्री करके कितने दूर जाते थे? मतलब बिल्डिंग के नीचे तक जाते थे या फिर आप पूरा फ्लैट के ऊपर जाते थे?
फ्लैट तक जाता था, फिर फ्लैट के अंदर नहीं जाता, बाहर से रिटर्न देके कभी नीचे वो लोग आते थे, सीधा ऊपर चला जाते थे लेके।
Listen in to this exclusive report in which Republic shows the entry route taken by the accused attacker.
We have entered neighbor house and they are sharing same compound wall with Saif Ali Khan building, and let me show you the exclusive visuals from here. Police is suspecting that the suspect came from here, he jumped from that wall. Let me show you the visuals. He jumped from that wall he jumped into Saif Ali Khan's building, and from there he took the fire exit and entered Saif Ali Khan's building. This is exclusive only on Republic TV. We are showing that the bathroom, this side bathroom is there because the maid said to police that suspect might have come from bathroom. So we are showing that visual. This side is bathroom. So Saif Ali Khan stayed in 12th floor. Suspect came from here. He jumped from that wall. They are sharing same compound wall. He jumped from that wall and he went to Saif Ali Khan's place.
The Mumbai police say that burglary was the real motive behind the attack. Despite such high security, how can a thief enter the house of one of India's biggest superstars? Listen in to actor Saif Ali Khan's health bulletin at the Leelavati hospital.
He's doing very well. The doctors have done a fabulous job. They're working round the clock, and they have also immediately got him out of the danger, and he's recovering well.
In the health bulletin, doctors said it was Saif's younger son Taimur who came to the hospital with Saif. While on the other hand, the house help had reportedly given a statement in which they had said that it was his elder son Ibrahim who rushed to the hospital with Saif. Meanwhile, the CCTV doing rounds on social media was from the 6th floor, while there is no footage from the 12th floor where the actor actually resides. Republic accessed a picture of that very knife which was used to attack actor Saif Ali Khan. However, in the CCTV footage, the accused attacker is seen without any blood stains. The auto driver who claimed to have taken Saif Ali Khan and his son to the hospital exclusively spoke to Republic.
सैफ अली खान की हालत कैसी थी और वो बैठ करके ऑटो में क्या कह रहे थे, क्या करा रहे थे दर्द से?
हल्का फुल्का करा रहे थे और अपने बच्चे से थोड़ा मोड़ा बात कर रहे थे।
बच्चा क्या कह रहा था उनसे?
बस कुछ नहीं, जैसे नॉर्मल सी बात हो रही थी उनसे, ज़्यादा कोई ऐसा कोई घबराहट की बात नहीं थी, आपसी बात जो भी थी। हाँ।
करीना भी बैठी थी क्या गाड़ी में?
नहीं, करीना नहीं बैठी थी, करीना का नहीं देखा।
Glaring inconsistencies, different versions, accused still at large, but the question still remains: who stabbed Saif Ali Khan?
Let me also go across to our reporters on the ground, getting you the latest update. Akhil, Sandeep and Meenakshi. First to you, Sandeep. What's the real motive? What is it that the police wants everyone to believe?
See, at this point in time, the Mumbai police has only mentioned that it was an attempt of burglary, and in fact, they have got 2 CCTV footages as of now, which has been spread in media as well. They also mentioned that he was spotted in Bandra Bandra railway station as well. But ultimately, Mumbai police has not been able to, in fact, nab the accused. Although there was one person who was brought out here at the Bandra police station, but after questioning, he was very much resembling to the face of that very accused. But after questioning of 4 hours, he was allowed to go. The biggest question out here, Shavan, is that it's been 40 hours. Mumbai police is the police which is being compared with Scotland Yard. But ultimately, despite being 40 hours of investigation, despite taking multiple such statements, Mumbai police has not been able to get hold of that very accused. So questions are raised on the department as well.
There's also another interesting angle here, ladies and gentlemen, and let me just give you the caveat here. As I said at the beginning of the edition, we do not know as far as Kareena Kapoor's whereabouts are concerned because there are conflicting reports really coming in. Perhaps the actor herself could actually clarify on this entire issue. Akhil, in fact, has spoken to a few people who were present. In fact, some of the staff members, without actually revealing the entire details, because that's also another angle that we're really working on. Akhil, what is it that you picked up? What really happened between 11 o'clock in the night till about the incident that took place? What details are you picking up?
Well, Shawan, if you see, we have spoken to several sources and they have confirmed to the Republic TV that the party which we are discussing had not happened at someone's residence. It basically took place at a bar. And after that, what happened that on that night very itself, if you see, Kareena Kapoor's driver was not present. He was on leave. Karishma Kapoor's driver was not on duty. He was also on leave. So what happened, Rhea Kapoor basically requested her driver to basically go to Karishma Kapoor's residence and drop her, and Kareena Kapoor's residence to drop her. And after that, this is what we have been told by our sources, that that Rhea Kapoor's driver had basically dropped both of them to their residence. And after that, the incident took place. As per our sources' version, if you see, at that point in time when the incident took place, Kareena Kapoor was present at her residence. So right now, Shawan, if you see, 20 different teams have been formed, which include 8 different teams of the crime branch and 12 different teams of the Zone 9 Division Police. So different teams have been looking for the main accused, who is still absconded, and a manhunt is on in this regard. Back to you in the studio, Shavan.
Let's also get you a quick update from Leelavati Hospital, where my colleague Meenakshi has been reporting. Meenakshi, what's the current situation of the actor like?
He's out of danger. He is stable now. Doctor said to us that he has been advised for bed rest for a week. I am now in Leelavati Hospital now, and doctor had earlier said that the actor's spinal fluid had leaked due to the attack, and he has now been advised bed rest for at least a week. And doctors at Leelavati Hospital also said that, as you told, Saif was brought to hospital by his 8-year-old son Taimur Ali Khan, and the actor worked in like a lion, and he is expected to be discharged by this weekend. And in a short while they will update Saif Ali Khan's health condition also, said doctors to us. Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Meenakshi, Akhil and Sandeep for getting us the latest details, a story that we will be tracking very closely, and I've been saying it's the unsolved mystery. Well, as we come to the end of this news, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Saif Ali Khan underwent emergency surgery at the Leelavati hospital after being attacked at his residence in Mumbai on 16th of January. The actor is recovering fast and has been moved out of the ICU. Meanwhile, his attackers are still at large and the operation to hunt them down is still on. The 54-year-old actor, who received 6 stab injuries, including his neck, underwent emergency surgery at the Leelavati hospital, where he was taken after the brutal attack in his Bandra apartment by an intruder early Thursday. There you have it, the precise reading of the news in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. We'll be back with the headlines in a few minutes.
After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be. My fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from the Oval Office. Before I begin, let me speak to important news from earlier today. After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team, and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be, working together as Americans. This will be my final address to you from the American people from the Oval Office, from this desk as president. And I've been thinking a lot about who we are, and maybe more importantly, who we should be. Long ago in New York Harbor, an iron worker installed beam after beam, day after day. He was joined by steel workers, stonemasons, engineers. They built not just a single structure, but a beacon of freedom. The very idea of America was so big, we felt the entire world needed to see. The Statue of Liberty, a gift from France after our Civil War. Like the very idea of America, it was built not by one person, but by many people, from every background and from around the world. Like America, the Statue of Liberty is not standing still. Her foot literally steps forward atop a broken chain of human bondage. She's on the march.
आपके पास दिल्ली का क्या विजन है? आपके पास दिल्ली की क्या प्लानिंग है? कोई प्लानिंग नहीं है इन लोगों के पास। बस हमारे मैनिफेस्टो के ऊपर वो, हमारी गारंटी के ऊपर वो चुनाव लड़ना चाहते हैं। इससे दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण किसी इससे खोखले विजन वाली पार्टी मैंने कभी आज तक जिंदगी में नहीं देखी, जिनके पास कोई सोच ही नहीं है दिल्ली के लिए, कोई विजन ही नहीं है, कोई नीयत ही नहीं है। उनको लोगों ने कानून व्यवस्था मेंटेन करने की जिम्मेदारी दी हुई है। पूरे संकल्प पत्र में एक लाइन नहीं लिखी हुई कि कानून व्यवस्था दिल्ली में कैसे ठीक करेंगे।
Thank you for joining us on Republic TV. Let's get you the news summarized with notices using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. MEA response to Republic TV's questions on Binil Babu also says that 12 Indians have unfortunately lost their lives fighting for the Russian army. Manhunt continues for Saif Ali Khan's attacker. After 36 hours, glaring inconsistencies also emerging. Sources tell Republic that Virat Kohli likely to miss out on at least first 2 games of the Ranji Trophy. BCCI makes domestic participation mandatory, announces restrictions on personal staff and presence of players' families on tours to promote discipline and unity in the team. And that was the news summarized with notices using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Let's start our big story of the evening. And as the investigation into the Saif Ali Khan stabbing case picks up pace in Mumbai, there are several unanswered questions, missing links more than 36 hours after the actor was attacked. Police unable to trace the attacker. We were told earlier that the suspect had been detained, arrested, later let off in a matter of hours.
Republic TV, meanwhile, has spoken to the driver of the auto rickshaw who took Saif from outside his home to the hospital in Mumbai. Listen into his versions because he says something interesting. He says Kareena Kapoor was not in the auto rickshaw. He also says it was Taimur. He identifies Taimur and he says it was Taimur who was in the auto rickshaw along with Saif when he was taken to the hospital.
आप कहां पर थे उस रात और किस प्रकार से जो है आप ये पूरे घटनाक्रम में शामिल हुए?
सर मैं जैसे नाइट में गाड़ी चलाता हूँ, मेरा लिंकिंग रोड से आना जाना इधर गलियों में रहता है। मैं गली से निकल रहा हूँ तो सदगुरु रेजेंसी होटल है, उसके सामने सदगुरु बिल्डिंग है। उसके बाद में मैं जाता हूँ, जैसे सामने से कोई लेडीज़ आती है तो रिक्शा बोल के मेरे को रुकाती है।
ये महिला कौन थी?
ये मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, मैं इतना इंट्रोडक्शन पे नहीं हूँ। अब कोई भी होगा तो एक लेडीज़ थी तो बोली कोई इमरजेंसी, किसी को घाव लगा तो गेट से भी आ रही है, रिक्शा रुको रुको रुको। तो मैं रुकाया गाड़ी को, रुकाने के बाद थोड़ा आगे भी बढ़ गया, फिर गाड़ी यूटर्न मार के फिर गेट पे लगाता उनको। गाड़ी लगाने के बाद उसमें फिर 2-4 लोग निकलते बाहर से, 5-6 लोग जो भी है, कुछ लेडीज़ भी थे और कुछ वो भी थी। अब उठाने के बाद देख रहा हूँ तो एक निकलता है तो पूरा जख्म लगा है पूरा, जैसे यानी कि खून से
कहाँ मार लगा?
इतना नहीं देख रहा हूँ, जैसे कि एक इधर लगा था हल्का फुल्का में, एक इधर लगा था। अब उसमें कैसा लगा था, ऐसा कि ब्लड निकल रहा था, काफ़ी निकल रहा था। हाँ, अब पूरा कुर्ता एकदम बिल्कुल बाइट से रेड दिख रहा था मेरे को। मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा घाव लगा है तो मैं भी देख के थोड़ा घबराहट से हुई। मैंने बहुत इमरजेंसी इनको, तो मैंने कहा इनको फटाफट छोड़ो, बोले हॉस्पिटल लेके चलो। तो हॉस्पिटल करने के बाद फिर बैठने के बाद मैंने फटाक से गाड़ी स्टार्ट किया, मुड़ा के सीधा लेके गया।
लेकिन कितने देर में आप अस्पताल पहुंचे?
अस्पताल से मुश्किल से 5 से 7 मिनट लगा होगा।
और वो इसी रिक्शा में बैठे हुए थे?
हाँ,
इसी
रिक्शा में वो साइड में बैठे, राइट साइड में बैठे थे। बीच में बच्चा बैठा था, उनके साथ में जो था यंग जो था, उनके जो वो समझदार था, ये
इस
पोजीशन पे बैठे थे,
इसी रिक्शे में। तो और सैफ अली खान कहाँ बैठे थे?
सैफ अली खान बैठे थे
यहाँ पे, इस कोने में।
हाँ, इस कोने पे। बाकी बच्चा बैठा था यहाँ पे।
ये छोटा बच्चा था?
छोटा बच्चा 7-8 साल का बच्चा होगा। ये यहाँ पे बैठा था और एक जो साथ में उनके और भी था कोई, तो एक वो ये इधर बैठे थे।
तो यहाँ पे कौन बैठा था?
वो मेरे को नहीं ध्यान है, कोई यंग थे, कोई 50-60 की उम्र होगी उनकी, ऐसा। हाँ, उम्र ही होगी ज़्यादा। मैं तो इतना पहचानता नहीं हूँ कि कौन है कौन नहीं है।
सैफ अली खान की हालत कैसी थी और वो बैठ करके ऑटो में क्या कह रहे थे, क्या करा रहे थे दर्द से?
हल्का फुल्का करा रहे थे और अपने बच्चे से थोड़ा मोड़ा बात कर रहे थे।
बच्चा क्या कह रहा था?
बस कुछ नहीं, जैसे नॉर्मल सी बात हो रही थी उनसे, ज़्यादा कोई ऐसा कोई घबराहट की बात नहीं थी। आपसी बात जो भी थी।
करीना भी बैठी थी क्या गाड़ी में?
नहीं, करीना नहीं बैठी थी, करीना नहीं देखा।
एक वीडियो है उसमें दिखाई दे रहा है आप करीना से जो है वो बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या आपकी मुलाकात उनसे कहाँ पर हुई?
नहीं, करीना से तो मेरी मुलाकात नहीं, मैं तो उनको घर से अपार्टमेंट से ही खाली उनको बैठाया गया है।
अच्छा।
हाँ, वो तो जाके होली फैमिली में जाके खुद ही अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दे रहा है कि मैं सैफ अली खान हूँ, मेरा अटेंडमेंट के लिए स्टाफ बुला फटाक से। तो फिर बाकायदा तब मेरे को पता चला कि ये सैफ अली खान है।
हाँ, आपको पता भी नहीं था कि?
मुझे नहीं पता था, वो तो इतना मैं खुद घबरा गया था कि जितना जब खून लगा तो कुछ मारामारी हुआ होगा, जैसे किसी यानी कि कोई झगड़ा वगड़ा हुआ होगा, तो मैं खुद देख के उसको वो रह गया थोड़ा।
आप बताएंगे कि मुझे जब आपने सैफ अली खान को पहली बार देखा तो उनको चोट कहाँ लगी थी, कहाँ काटा?
जैसे एक तो इधर दिख रहा था गर्दन की साइड में, और बट जैसे पीठ की साइड भी जो दिख रहा था, बाद में जैसे उतरे ना तो उधर से भी खून आ रहा था, क्योंकि जब जख्म रहेगा तभी खून आएगा पीछे से, क्योंकि आगे तो दिख ही रहा था।
पीठ के बीच वाले हिस्से में चोट
जिधर भी लगा होगा ब्लड यानी कि दिखा था, थोड़ा ब्लड यानी कि पीछे से दिख रहा था,
ब्लड दिख रहा था उनके। और
जैसे सामने स्ट्रेचर आ गया, थोड़ा चल के गए थे तो थोड़ा पीछे दिख रहा था ब्लड।
अच्छा।
हाँ जी।
तो जब सैफ अली खान को ऑटो में आपने बिठाया तो और कौन कौन लोग वहाँ पर?
और भी कई थे, वो पीछे से गए, मगर पीछे से वो हमको नहीं मिले, क्योंकि पीछे से मैं इधर लेके गया, सामने वाला या तो अपना महबूब स्टूडियो से घुमा के लेके गया होगा, बाकी मेरे सामने उधर 2 मिनट में खड़ा रहा तो मेरे सामने उस टाइम कोई नहीं आया था।
आप बिल्डिंग के अंदर थे या बिल्डिंग के बाहर चले गए?
हाँ,
बिल्डिंग के अंदर थे, बिल्डिंग के बाहर?
मैं उनको उठाया था बिल्डिंग के बाहर से ही। बिल्डिंग के बाहर से उठाया था उनको।
सैफ अली खान जो है, जब आप अस्पताल पहुंचे तो किस हालत में जो है उन्हें एडमिट कराया गया, कैसे वो उतरे, क्या आपने किसी को आवाज़ दी?
आराम से उतरे थे, आराम से उतर गए, उसके बाद में उनको पकड़ा गया।
कैसे उतरे आप? अगर हमको
जैसे ये बैठे सैफ अली खान, ठीक है, लॉक लगा के ऐसे बैठे थे, आराम से धीरे से सर के, ऐसा नहीं कि ज़्यादा जल्दी में थे, आराम से बोले लाओ स्टेशन लेके आओ। आओ। हाँ, आके फिर बैठे, उसके बाद ऐसे हो गया। फिर स्टाफ पकड़ ही लिया, स्ट्रेचर आ गया, ऐसा लेट के पूरा लेटे नहीं थे, हाफ डाउन होके गए थे।
तो आप एक वीडियो दिखाई दे रहा है जिसमें आप एक ऑटो वाला जो है वो करीना कपूर खान से जो है उनके पीछे खड़ा है, तो क्या आप उनके साथ थे या क्या वो ऑटो वाले आप ही हैं क्या जो?
नहीं, मैं करीना को नहीं देखा, नहीं तो करीना से मैं देखता भी पहचानता भी नहीं, बट मैं उसको उनको नहीं देखा था।
महिलाएं थी जब आप उनको रिसीव करने गए थे?
मैं तो रिसीव करने गया था तो एक महिला मेरे को रुकाई है, बाद में फिर एक दो बंदे आए थे बाहर से, तो मेरे साथ खाली एक बच्चा इतना बड़ा इनके उम्र का होगा और बाकी एक यंग आदमी थे, खाली 3 लोग गए थे बस। हाँ।
तो आपके साथ कौन कौन गया था आपने बताया?
एक बच्चा था, एक यंग आदमी थे जो भी था उनके साथ में, रिलेशन में जो भी होगा, बस वही थे, बस 3 लोग खाली गए थे।
और 2 कौन थे कुछ पता नहीं?
नहीं, और कोई पता नहीं है, खाली एक बच्चा था, एक यंग थे जो भी था उनके साथ में, बाकी वो खाली 2, कुल मिला के 3 बंदे थे बस।
3 लोग थे। तो क्या हालत कैसी थी, मतलब जब वो अस्पताल पहुंचे तो खुद के पैर पर चल करके वो अस्पताल गए या क्या? आपने किसी डॉक्टर को बुलाया या कंपाउंडर को बुलाया?
कंपाउंडर आए हैं, वो रिक्शे से अपना खुद के उतर के गए हैं, खुद उतरे हैं, उसके बाद चल के गए, थोड़ा देर चले हैं, ऐसा नहीं जल्दी में, थोड़ा जख्म घाव लगा आदमी धीरे चलता है, नॉर्मल से गए हैं चल के। हाँ।
तो जब कॉल आया मतलब मान लीजिए वो रिक्शे में बैठे तो किसी से बात कर रहे थे क्या? उनके परिवार वालों का फ़ोन उन्हें आ रहा था?
नहीं, फ़ोन उस टाइम कोई कॉल वॉल नहीं आता, खाली आपस ही में थोड़ा बहुत हाँ होती है, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होता।
लेकिन इस दौरान जो है अगर मैं जानकारी चाहूँ, इस दौरान क्या सैफ अली खान वहाँ बैठ करके क्या पुलिस की बातें कर रहे थे कि पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म करना है या किसी को इन्फॉर्म करना है, कोई कुछ ऐसा?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ बात नहीं हुई थी। अब 5 मिनट में इतना मैं सब नहीं हुआ था, पुलिस का बात ऐसा नहीं हुआ था कुछ।
तो यही वो ऑटो है जिसमें आपके जो ऑटो है उसमें कहीं खून उनके निशान आए थे?
ब्लड लगा था पीछे, तो उसको मैंने अपने कपड़ा से, फटका बोलते उसको, उससे साफ कर दिया था। हाँ। हल्का फुल्का जो साइड में बैठे थे ना, उसमें थोड़ा हल्का ब्लड दिखा था, तो उसको मैंने कपड़े से साफ कर दिया था।
तो ये इसी जगह पे ब्लड लगा हुआ था और यहीं पर बैठ करके, तो यहाँ पे बच्चा बैठा हुआ था,
बीच में बैठा था, इधर था इनके साथ में।
ये जो उनका बड़ा लड़का था इब्राहिम, उन्हीं के शक्ल के जैसे?
लड़का को मैं नहीं जानता, यानी कि उनसे उम्रदार थे वो।
उनके उम्र?
हाँ, लड़का नहीं होगा उनका। हाँ, और कोई था होगा,
एक बच्चा और एक
व्यक्ति। हाँ, बच्चा छोटा, ये बरान है या जो भी हो, बीच में उनका बच्चा लग रहा था मेरे को। हाँ।
तो क्या सैफ अली खान फ़ोन पे किसी से बात नहीं किया?
नहीं, उस टाइम मेरे सामने ऐसा कोई फ़ोन ही नहीं बात हुआ था बस।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
अच्छा, तो कहीं ना कहीं अगर आप देखें तो यही वो ऑटो है। हाँ। इसी ऑटो पर, इसी सीट पर जो है वो भजन सिंह राणा जो है वो इसी सीट पर बैठे हुए थे और यहाँ पर पीछे, ठीक यहाँ पर सैफ अली खान यहाँ पर बैठे हुए थे और यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है उनका छोटा बच्चा जो है वो यहाँ पर बैठा हुआ है और कहीं ना कहीं उनसे एक और बार बात करने का प्रयास करेंगे, कोशिश करेंगे भजन लाल जी से। भजन लाल जी, एक बताइए कि ये एक तस्वीर है मेरे पास, इस तस्वीर को अगर आप देख करके बताएं कि इस तस्वीर में से कौन कौन इस तस्वीर में से यहाँ पर था। ये देखिए, ये इनकी बड़ी बेटी है। हाँ, ये इब्राहिम है।
हाँ, ये थे बट ये नहीं थे, यानी कि ये बड़े हो गए होंगे, यानी कि इतना बड़ा लड़का था 7-8 साल का। हाँ।
हाँ। हाँ। तो ये तस्वीर अगर आप कांति भाई दिखाएं इन्हें कि कौन था ये देखिए, ये सैफ अली।
हाँ, सैफ अली खान, ये तो खैर चलो ठीक है।
ये इब्राहिम है।
हाँ, ये नहीं थे।
ये इब्राहिम,
ये नहीं थे।
इनमें से कौन सा बच्चा था? इनमें
ये हो सकता है या ये हो सकता है, अब तो जैसे दिखने में यानी कि 7-8 साल का, इतने उम्र का था।
7-8 साल
का।
वही। तो ये कहीं ना कहीं
तैमूर भी हो सकते हैं।
ऐसा है, उस मामले में पुलिस की तफ्तीश जारी है। पुलिस ने इसके बारे में आपको ब्रीफिंग भी दिया है। बहुत क्लूज पुलिस को मिले हैं। मुझे लगता है कि पुलिस जल्दी इस केस को जीरो डाउन करेगी।
Multiple lapses and versions in Saif stabbing case. Attacker at large, inconsistencies in the versions. The unanswered questions in Saif stabbing mystery. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
الله أكبر، الله وغز العزة، الله وغز. الله أكبر، الوضع صار أمان.
לעלות לגשר מוזמן, ונבקש להשאיר את האזור הזה הקרוב לכתובת יחסית נקי, כי אחרת מהגשר לא רואים כלום. מי שעומד כאן ומעדיף לעמוד מאחורי המשפחות שלא רואים אחרי. כל מי שעומד פה ורוצה להצטרף, יהיה רק תהירות בבקשה עם אנחנו.
And there you go, a new way to search is here. Now you can quickly get an answer without leaving your feed. Circle to search with Google using your Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
After 8 months of non-stop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be. My fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from the Oval Office. Before I begin, let me speak to important news from earlier today. After 8 months of nonstop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed, because that's how it should be, working together as Americans. This will be my final address to you from the American people from the Oval Office, from this desk as president. And I've been thinking a lot about who we are and maybe more importantly, who we should be. Long ago in New York Harbor, an iron worker installed beam after beam, day after day. He was joined by steel workers, stonemasons, engineers. They built not just a single structure, but a beacon of freedom. The very idea of America was so big, we felt the entire world needed to see. The Statue of Liberty, a gift from France after our Civil War. Like the very idea of America, it was built not by one person, but by many people, from every background and from around the world. Like America, the Statue of Liberty is not standing still. Her foot literally steps forward atop a broken chain of human bondage. She's on the march, and she literally moves. She was built to sway back and forth to withstand the fury of stormy weather, to stand the test of time because storms are always coming. She sways a few inches, but she never falls into the current below.
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
When in the newsroom, it is not that simple to summarize a story that is breaking. With the Notices feature powered by Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, you can make a long story short and format it into a clear, easy to review summary. Galaxy AI is here.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
After 8 months of non-stop negotiation, my administration, a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached by Israel and Hamas, the elements of which I laid out in great detail in May of this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team and will be largely implemented by the incoming administration. That's why I told my team to keep the incoming administration fully informed.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
Good evening and welcome, friends. Filling in again for Arnab Goswami is back Monday, 8 p.m. As winter peaks, it's already monsoon in Delhi's politics, it seems. It is raining freebies and more freebies as poll promises to the residents of the national capital. Today, the BJP released part 1 of its manifesto, and it seeks to beat the hell out of the Aam Aadmi Party when it comes to sops. Sops and more sops. Little ironic that the BJP has succumbed to the revdi culture that it despised very publicly. None other than the Prime Minister branded it as a tax on nation's long-term development. But it seems the vagaries of realpolitik and that itch to get back to power in Delhi after 27 years has put paid to that idealism. How would the party go to hustings and explain this U-turn is going to be interesting, and is the topic of our debate tonight. Maybe the math adds up in the case of Delhi, as it is a revenue surplus territory. But once the culture gets institutionalized, as it seems to be happening unfortunately, there is no turning back. Ultimately, the rest of the country pays. Who is listening? We will try and unravel some aspects of the freebie culture tonight. That's our debate number 1. It's all about freebies. Debating now, and at 9 p.m. Niranjan comes with a blockbuster on the mysteries around the attack on Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan, who's still in hospital, but his attacker remains at large. The stabbing mystery is at 9 p.m. Let me begin with the headlines. Union Minister and BJP National President JP Nadda releases the first part of the party's manifesto for the upcoming Delhi Assembly polls. Rupees 2,500 monthly aid for women, Rupees 500 subsidy on LPG cylinders, and a Rupees 2,500 pension for senior citizens among key promises. 40 hours after Saif Ali Khan was stabbed at his posh residence in Bandra, Mumbai, mystery remains unsolved. The narrative being pushed by the Mumbai police remains unclear, as CCTV footage and several statements reveal glaring lapses and inconsistencies in the case, even as the attacker remains at large.
ये छोटा बच्चा
7-8 साल का बच्चा होगा। ये यहाँ पे बैठा था और एक जो साथ में उनके और भी था कोई, तो एक वो ये इधर बैठे थे।
करीना भी बैठी थी क्या गाड़ी में?
नहीं, करीना नहीं बैठी थी, करीना नहीं देखा।
After house help claimed that Kareena was at the residence when the attack happened, the auto driver said that the star was nowhere to be seen and that it was Saif's son who escorted him to the hospital. All right, after the claims and counterclaims and a fierce exchange of barbs, it's now a battle of freebies between the BJP and the ruling Aam Aadmi Party as the clash for the capital intensifies. The BJP today announced the first part of its manifesto, demonstrating its intent to go toe-to-toe with the Aam Aadmi Party on freebie schemes. But will this translate into votes? Here's a report, and then I come back with a panel of guests for a conversation.
It is a race for freebies between the AAP, BJP and the Congress going into February 5th Delhi Assembly polls. Releasing the first part of its Sankalp Patra or manifesto for the Delhi polls today, the BJP made it clear that it was in no mood to fall behind in the race for freebies. After the ruling Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, the BJP too unlocked a poll bonanza for the people ahead of the Delhi elections.
दिल्ली की महिलाओं को 2500 रुपए प्रति माह देने का संकल्प भारतीय जनता पार्टी लेती है। उसी तरीके से जो गरीब परिवार हैं उनको 500 रुपए का सिलेंडर पर सब्सिडी दी जाएगी। 6 न्यूट्रिशनल किट्स दिया जाएगा और साथ में 21,000 रुपए प्रति प्रेग्नेंट मदर को चीफ मिनिस्टर के मातृत्व सुरक्षा योजना के तहत वह भी दिया जाएगा।
Going toe-to-toe with the AAP and the Congress, which offloaded poll goodies including handouts for women, priests, free electricity and subsidized cooking gas, the BJP countered with a laundry list of its own. From rupees 2,500 for women under the Mahila Samman Nidhi, cooking gas cylinders at rupees 500 each to Ayushman Bharat, the BJP put its best foot forward in acing the freebie game. Significantly, the BJP announced that it will not roll back any of the existing welfare schemes in the national capital if elected.
जो दिल्ली में जन कल्याण की योजनाएं चल रही हैं वह सारी योजनाएं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनने पर जारी रहेंगी।
In his response, Arvind Kejriwal claimed that the BJP's Sankalp Patra was a rehash of the AAP's manifesto, adding that it did not have a word on how the BJP plans to fix the law and order in the capital.
हमारे मैनिफेस्टो के ऊपर वो, हमारी गारंटी के ऊपर वो चुनाव लड़ना चाहते हैं। इससे दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण किसी इससे खोखले विजन वाली पार्टी मैंने कभी आज तक जिंदगी में नहीं देखी, जिनके पास कोई सोच ही नहीं है दिल्ली के लिए, कोई विजन ही नहीं है, कोई नीयत ही नहीं है। उनको लोगों ने कानून व्यवस्था मेंटेन करने की जिम्मेदारी दी हुई है। पूरे संकल्प पत्र में एक लाइन नहीं लिखी हुई कि कानून व्यवस्था दिल्ली में कैसे ठीक करेंगे।
After going blow for blow, charge for charge on the campaign trail, the race for freebies between the top contenders has hit the high gears as the Delhi polls near.
All right, joining me in this conversation, we are going to soon have BJP national spokesperson Sardar R.P. Singh, but we have Abhishek Sudhir, political analyst who leans towards the right and is pro-BJP. And we have on the other side, to my left, Romesh Sabarwal, Congress leader. He is joining us live. In fact, the entire panel, including Anmol Pawar, the Aam Aadmi Party national spokesperson, are with me in the studio. So it's going to be a hot, fiery debate. I believe since everyone is face to face, we can read our expressions, we can read our thoughts maybe, and then shoot. So let's begin with you, Sardar R.P. Singh, if I can. You know, I might be in the minority today because everyone on the from the political spectrum has promised something or the other by way of freebies, which I believe is not right, at least at the scale at which it is happening. Sardar R.P. Singh, the Aam Aadmi Party is bad when it comes to freebies, but what happened to you?
Well, Abhishek, issue is, what is the difference between freebies and what is the difference between the promises made and promises fulfilled?
Please explain.
You make promises and then you don't fulfill promises. This is one part. We made promises and we have fulfilled promises. We have a track record of fulfilling promises right from the national level to the state levels. At the national level, the food grain goes to something like 80 crore people in the country. 5 kg of food grain goes to 80 crore people in the country.
Okay.
On the state level, we promised Ladli Behan or the other schemes for the women in different states, we have fulfilled. Each state we have fulfilled. I mean, you can talk about Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Haryana, every state. I mean, promises made, promises fulfilled. I give you another comparison. I mean, the promises were made of free Wi-Fi. I'm talking intentionally about free Wi-Fi because people have short memories and people, over a period so much of keep overlapping, so the things gets at a level where you don't remember them.
Okay.
So I'm erasing it. Remember that free Wi-Fi. And I spoke to a poor person in Jogi cluster. What will you do with free Wi-Fi? He said, sir, हमारे गांव की पिक्चर देखनी थी हमको, we have to watch Manoj Tiwari's movie, that's why we want a free Wi-Fi. Well, that was the allurement for the free Wi-Fi. Okay, then came the free water. And I've been going to Jhuggi clusters from last almost 7-8 years, and I've been trying to talk to them that do you get free water? They said, sir, no free water. We buy water, all of us buy water, and then we buy some 20 liter of bottle, which costs us some 15 to 20 rupees, 25 rupees.
Okay.
And per month is expensive, 1,500 to 2,000 rupees.
So you're saying is the Aam Aadmi Party failed?
Give me a second. Tell me a single household in Delhi which doesn't, other than the Jhuggi cluster, who are middle class, don't have a water purifier. And AMC of water purifier is almost 4,000 rupees annual, plus also water wastage and electricity, which put together. And Mr. Kejriwal is on record saying that, I'm sorry, I apologize that I couldn't provide for...
Sardar RP Singh...
Another 5 seconds. Water. I couldn't provide the water through tap. He's on record saying...
I thought you would target the Aam Aadmi Party more, but you seem to be targeting the Congress more. Ramesh Sabharwal says, when Sardar RP Singh says that BJP makes promises and fulfills them, he is targeting you. He's saying the Congress makes promises but does not fulfill them. Because you have not fulfilled them. You are struggling in Karnataka. You have not fulfilled them there. You have not fulfilled them in Telangana. You have not fulfilled them in Himachal Pradesh.
They are not giving the share of our money for the GST. They have imposed the government tax on the country.
That's not on the government.
That is right. The central government, it divides between both the governments. State government, they are not giving our component to us. What we can do? They know how to stop it. They know, and that day will not be there. The day will come very soon when the BJP will square add, government tax, square. They will increase.
So I'm saying that the Congress is not able to fulfill its promises because you are not giving them the money. He admits that maybe the promises are not getting fulfilled, but because you're not giving the money.
You are saying
you're not giving the money. You said
next time you make promises, be sure that whether you will get the money or not. Because give me some.
आपके भी पैसे नहीं है, देश के पैसे हैं, taxpayers के पैसे हैं.
So you will make promises, but you will fulfill them only if the center gives.
Next time make a promise, put a rider there.
Everywhere we
put a rider there.
Okay, we have had an opening comment from the Congress and the BJP.
Sir.
Let's get an Aam Aadmi Party also
Let's
now.
Stop the
so
Anmol. Let's help the people of this country. So one issue of Delhi is the most important. I'll take 1 minute of yours. Unplanned growth of Delhi. We are creating a seismic zone. The people of Delhi will die one day, I'm telling you. All our generations, 3 generations, 4 generations, the same time will die. Unplanned growth. Nobody's bothering about that.
Who's responsible for that?
All of us.
Who's responsible for that?
All of us.
Okay,
all
Anmol.
the political parties.
Since Anmol is in power as of now, with representing the Aam Aadmi Party, Anmol, let me, channelize what Sardar RP Singh said for you. According to him, you promised free water, but it's hardly available. The Aam Aadmi Party has failed. The hygiene factor is not there. And then you have to differentiate between what is freebie and what is welfare. What you are giving is freebie and revdi. What the BJP promises is welfare.
Abhishek ji, the fact is that in 2013, when we came to power, Arvind Kejriwal ji promised world-class education facilities, and here's the proof. As per the education ranking, out of the 20 best schools in the nation, top 7 are from Delhi. Here's another proof, 2024, sir.
Is the best in the country.
2024.
School education is the best in the country. CBSE board has got two affiliations. All India board and Delhi.
Abhishek ji, I'll only speak if, the other panelists don't interrupt. Here's the proof. The central government Niti Aayog saying that the government school transformation helped Delhi.
School in Hisar.
Let him complete. Let him complete.
Is this the way? Why are you getting rattled?
I'll come back to you. Okay, go ahead.
Government school transformation helped Delhi get highest NAS score. It is the Niti Aayog report.
Okay.
And here's the central government, BJP ruled states, the Supreme Court wrapping Bihar government for non-implementation of RTE Act. Here's the BJP government who
what is the point you're making?
Was 90%.
What is the point you're making?
The point I'm making is that it is only the Delhi government under the leadership of Arvind Kejriwal ji which promised world-class education facilities. We delivered it. We promised 24/7 free electricity. We delivered it. We promised world-class healthcare facilities, and we opened 533 mohalla clinics. And our model was lauded by the likes of Ban Ki-moon and Kofi Annan, former UN Secretary General, former Prime Minister of Norway, Mr. Brundtland, and former Nobel laureate, Mr. Amartya Sen. We promised, just a minute, 10 seconds.
No, you made a point.
We promised.
We have taken the conversation. You have enough to last for an hour, I hope. So, Abhishek, you see, what Anmol says actually underscores something which I have been seeing in many debates. The Aam Aadmi Party has a lot of talking points because they have been in power for 10 years. They've been in power for 2 terms, which obviously the Congress and the BJP have not. Because Congress has been in power for 15 years before that.
Yes.
And it's quarter of a century when BJP was last in power, even if briefly so.
Yes.
So, is that something which puts the BJP, has psyched out the BJP in a way to make those kind of promises that it has?
Look, the story of the day is you have the national president of the BJP, JP Nadda ji, saying that in the very first cabinet meeting, if the BJP is elected to power, they will give 2,500 rupees a month to every woman who is below poverty line, Garib Mahila Yojana, Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, they've called it. This is a game-changing promise. See, now the BJP has
the BJP is saying it's game-changing promise?
Because I'll tell you why. Because in Punjab, it has been almost 3 years. This March, it will be 3 years since the Bhagwat Mann government came to power. They promised a similar monthly amount to women over there. For 3 years, they have not delivered. Why? Because they don't have the money. Punjab does not have the money. Now, Delhi has... One sec, Rameshji, one sec. Delhi will have the money, especially if a BJP government comes to power, because the central government has always there to hold the hand of the Delhi government. Yes, and Arvind Kejriwal...
So are you suggesting by any chance that if a non-BJP government is in power, hand-holding won't be there?
Nobody is saying hand-holding will not be there, but Arvind Kejriwal cannot sit in the same room as the Lieutenant Governor. He has no working relationship with the Lieutenant Governor. A BJP chief ministers had Congress appointed LGs, but they had excellent relationships with the LG, always, right? So now, you have JP Nadda ji saying that in the very first cabinet meeting, that scheme will be cleared. So simple choice for the women of Delhi. Kejriwal is promising 2,100, BJP is promising 400 rupees more, 2,500 a month, and BJP is saying first cabinet meeting in February itself, the scheme will be cleared. The women of Delhi make the choice.
So the deadline is the game changer.
Can they commit when they will implement this?
Can you commit?
Abhishek,
can you commit?
Can you commit with the deadline?
Give us a commitment.
Abhishek,
on air.
We will do the first cabinet meeting.
Punjab mein to 3 saal ho gaye.
Abhishek ji.
Okay, Ramesh Agarwal is saying
we will do the first
fight among
cabinet
each other the first cabinet meeting.
Can I respond?
Who is going to the chief minister? Who's going to the chief minister? First cabinet meeting?
Our party will decide the local. Our party, the MLAs will decide who will
be the MLAs first. You have to say then.
No.
Can I respond?
Not an outsider who born in Delhi.
You should pin them down. Cabinet. You should pin them down. Can they give us a guarantee?
Okay, no, we digress.
When this scheme
Ramesh Agarwal, Anmol, you see, Ramesh Agarwal gave this very exciting thought that the Congress can come to power in Delhi from zero MLAs, and have a chief minister and hence have a cabinet meeting also. That's why I sort of engaged with him. But I'll come to it in detail in a bit. Anmol, yes.
Abhishek ji, the fact is that today the Bharatiya Janata Party, they openly admitted that Arvind Kejriwal is running numerous welfare schemes in Delhi successfully, and it was not their Sankalp Patra, it was Kejriwal's Patra. Because they are saying to the voters that if we'll come to power, then we'll implement all the scheme which Arvind Kejriwal ji has implemented. Then why would people vote for them?
But that's a point.
Just can I respond? Abhishek ji, I haven't completed.
We are having a conversation completely.
I need 30 seconds.
RP Singh. No, we are on manifesto. We'll come to the details. RP Singh.
The problem
once
is...
your manifesto was out, the first comment that came from Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal himself was that why should people of Delhi vote for them if they are already getting what the BJP is promising?
Well, along with that schemes which have half-heartedly fulfilled, there's a lot of corruption which is happening. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about the buses scheme, the free bus scheme. Delhi needed some 15,000 buses. I remember Sheila Dikshit ji promised 15,000 buses. Some 10 years back. In Delhi, we have only 7,200 buses. And DTC is under loss. There is a lot of corruption in DTC. DTC is under major loss today. And also, that where is the last mile connectivity? And in this 7,200 buses, 1,900 buses have been provided by Prime Minister Modi under the electric buses scheme.
Wrong, incorrect, sir.
No, you can. I have that on Google. I'll give it to you.
I'm
it has
showing
been provided by the central government. So if that is the case, then why shall someone believe them? I told you about the water, schools. I will just read out Justice Manmohan, now who's the Chief Justice. He said the problem is that there's no senior functioning children are studying this school, and there is. Give me a second.
What is going to
Can I respond?
Ek minute. He says what is going to happen to sir, ek minute. What is going to happen to our next generation? No wonder the jails are full. Do you understand the correlation Justice Manmohan observed?
Can I respond now?
अरविंद केजरीवाल की कौन सी सिविल स्कूल राष्ट्रपति भवन का बंद हो गया दिल्ली सरकार का?
If schools were so good, where did Mr. Manish Sisodia's children studied? There are 1.5 lakh children which are dropped out every year out of the school in 9th and 11th just to improve on the result of the 10th and 12th. Pass rate. And these children have a dark future.
Yes.
Abhishek,
so this is, give me another second. Another second, Mohalla Clinicals. Another second, Mohalla Clinicals.
One by one. You want the answers on school?
Abhishek ji, see.
Okay, just to add to what Arpi Singh said, in the case of schools, there was this report which mentioned that you included about 6,000 toilets as classrooms. Is this that model that you're talking about?
No, you're misinformed. The fact is that as far as our education model is concerned, in last 10 years we have built 25,000 classrooms. We are the first state in this country who sent government school children to Paris and France for teaching them language courses.
I was quoting a CAG report by the way.
And today,
I was quoting a CAG report.
Just a minute, Abhishek ji, you didn't interrupt when BJP spokesperson was speaking.
No, I interrupted him also.
Yeah, just a minute. The fact is that today, Mr. JP Nadda, although he promised that if they come to power, which is not likely to happen, they will implement all the schemes of Arvind Kejriwal ji, the freebies, the so-called free ki revdies, jo ye kehte hain. But the problem lies with the fact that it's the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, who has consistently attacked and opposed this freebies. And I'll show you to you in 10 seconds. See what he was saying.
Metro में भी
तो क्या point है?
Free होना.
What is the point?
तो क्या point है? लोग तो
never ending chapter है तो.
No, are you for freebies or against freebies? Like, are you objecting to BJP's freebies?
We are
because it is
we are for freebies.
You? Listen. What are you? No, we know about this.
See, end of the day in Maharashtra,
everyone's never-ending chapter.
Mr. Modi is saying that ये रेवड़ी culture देश के लिए बहुत.
We know about it.
We know about it.
We know about it.
He must come and clarify whether he is for it or against it. And if he is for it, then
Abhishek पैसे से है ना. केजरीवाल का बैंक थोड़ा है. Mr. Kejriwal का बैंक थोड़ा है.
Arvind Kejriwal does not have a monopoly or a trademark on schemes. Call it welfare or revdi. Voter now, the women voter of Delhi has a clear choice in front of her. 2,100 rupees of Aam Aadmi Party, 2,500 rupees of BJP.
They promised.
Don't interrupt. I didn't interrupt. One second. They have a clear choice. Now, Arvind Kejriwal today was the rantings and ravings of a rattled man. Now he's saying, हाँ मोदी जी को मानना चाहिए कि ये अरविंद केजरीवाल के आइडियाज पे लड़ रहे, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है. अरे भाई, अगर आपके आइडियाज पे चुनाव लड़ रहे तो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण क्यों है? अच्छी बात है ना. अरविंद केजरीवाल wants the credit, take the credit. BJP will win the election, you take the credit.
No, Abhishek, there is one party which is the Aam Aadmi Party, there is another party which is the BJP.
Abhishek ji, and just a reality.
Hold on.
ये महिला सम्मान योजना कह रहे हैं ना 2500 देंगे. 1.29 crore economically weak women still waiting for this scheme.
सोशल वेलफेयर डिपार्टमेंट बने हैं.
That's the point.
ये स्कीम तो भारत की आजादी के बाद से चल रही है.
That's the point. You see, you are showing that Madhya Pradesh is not able to pay, right?
Yes.
You're showing Madhya Pradesh.
And
I have numbers from Punjab. You know, due to the promises made by your government for free power worth 20,200 crore rupees and about 700 crore in the head for free travel for women. the Punjab government is having a fund crunch. We know what is happening in Himachal, and every party is part of the game. Every party is part of the game. Are you defending your freebies, or are you trying to attack them just because you can't defend your freebies?
No, I'll tell you what is happening. See, as far as the states is concerned, Maharashtra in a debt of, I'll come to Punjab, Maharashtra in a debt of 7 lakh crores, Uttar Pradesh in a debt of 7.5 lakh crores.
Vis-a-vis what? Is there a debt? Is there a debt?
Gujarat in a debt of 4.5 lakh crore, and MP in a debt of 4 lakh crore.
Okay.
And when we came to power in Punjab was in debt of 3.5 lakh crore, and we are steering it to a brighter future. We have fulfilled 80% of our promises.
Why is Punjab then seeking funds from the center just so that it can meet its promises? I mean, don't fudge around with facts and numbers.
Abhishek ji, no, I'm not fudging. The fact is that even Delhi is the state which contributes the maximum taxes, 2.5 lakh crores. No. Initially, we used to get 325 crores from the center, but this motherly treatment which we are getting, we are not even paying 325 crores. And despite that, we are offering all the services to the citizens which we promised. We are giving rights to the
Anmol, listen. Anmol, listen. Okay, listen. Now, one by one. Don't filibuster. One by one.
Correct facts.
One by one. But you can put facts, but one by one. You know, because people have to understand what you're saying, right? It can't be just a drift. So when you say that Delhi contributes this much to the tax kitty of the country and does not get it back, are you suggesting that whatever amount is contributed by Delhi, all of it should come to Delhi? Because then Mumbai might have better claims, because it contributes 1/3. Mumbai contributes 1/4 of nation's taxes, alone one city, and 1/3 comes from just Maharashtra state. No, so that's a flawed argument. Number one. Two, for many expenses in Delhi, the state is not responsible.
Correct.
Which includes security, law and order, which includes land.
Here's law and order. Amit Shah is resident, and within 3 kilometer radius of this, here's murder, here's rape, here's burglary, here's shooting, here's extortion, doctor robbed and murdered, 100+ crore fraud by Chinese
can be made mohalla wise.
ये है law and order.
Let him respond.
ये है law and order की.
Let him respond.
Can I get the sheet? Can I get the sheet?
Of course, yes. Please give it the sheet. Pass it on. Pass it on.
Please, मैं अभी answer there. बिल्कुल answer there.
Your home minister admitting
sir, हो गया ना sir, हो गया.
unable to secure the border.
Okay, let him respond. Let him respond.
हो गया sir, हो गया.
Delhi crime map.
हो गया. इसमें एक आपने सेंटर में कुछ बनाया है. वो पता कौन है? नरेश.
गृह मंत्री
आप देखो ये अब देखो अच्छी बात है ना, मैंने टोका नहीं एक बार. नरेश बलियान आज ही कोर्ट ने उसको बेल देने से मना कर दिया. नरेश बलियान को आज ही कोर्ट ने बेल देने से मना कर दिया. कौन है नरेश बलियान? अरे भाई ने फोन किया, पैसे भेज दो.
आप जवाब नहीं दे रहे.
अभिषेक, दिस इज नॉट अ
जो है
भाई का फोन आया, पैसे भेज दो.
जवाब नहीं दे रहे.
पैसे ऊपर भेज रहे हैं.
हिम्मत हो तो,
अरे
हिम्मत हो तो पढ़ के सुनाओ.
मैं पढ़ के सुनाऊं. ये रहे नरेश बलियान,
लिख के
ये है नरेश बलियान. आप इसके सेंटर में है नरेश बलियान. ये केजरीवाल का खासा खास है, जो केजरीवाल का खासा खास है, बारे में लिखा हुआ है. वाइफ को टिकट दिया पूजा बारे में लिखा हुआ है. भाई के लिए फोन करते थे. अरे इतने पैसे भाई ने मांगे हैं. अरे पैसे पैसे भेज दो. अनमोल पैसे करके पैसे भेज दो.
आप कुंभकर्ण की नींद सो रहे हैं. जिस तरह से इसे फेंकते हैं ना, दर्शाता है.
कोर्ट से
just pull back. Please, both of you pull back. Please, both of you pull back.
Uttered by the BJP.
He has pulled back. He has pulled back. You are not paying for it. He has pulled back. Pull back. I'm structuring it.
Law and order squarely lies within central government.
Look at this.
Shah ji is responsible.
Anmol, I'm speaking. Hold on. You see, look at the grid and the poll that we are carrying out as we debate, and people are watching. You know. And we have asked this question, whether these super freebies, which the BJP has promised today, are going to help the party. There is a very slim edge. Look at the numbers. 54% saying that maybe, yes, the BJP might have an edge, but 56% now, 44% saying no. Which means, Anmol, beware, you know. If these are the same people who are going to vote, this is public sentiment. So maybe in the panel I am in a minority, but outside I am not, because people understand numbers now. People are literate in this country, and they know that robbing Peter to pay Paul is not sustainable. Anmol, Abhishek.
Let me tell you something. It's not about robbing Peter to pay Paul. At the end of the day, India today is a very prosperous country. We are far more prosperous today than back during Indira Gandhi's time when we had to borrow fruit grains from the United States. I am not blaming Indira Gandhi only for that situation. We were a newly independent country. It was the situation of the time. Today we're a very prosperous country. And today the Indian voter demands from the politician across party lines, आप मेरे लिए क्या करोगे? पहले it was आप देश के लिए क्या करोगे? Today the Indian voter is आप मेरे लिए क्या करोगे? So the politician has to respond. The politician is a player in the game. You want to blame the game, but don't blame the player. He has to play the game according to the rules. Now let me tell you something. Today is the first part of the manifesto. You're aware of this. First part of the Sankalp Patra. There are 2 more press conferences that will be held by Nadda ji. Arvind Kejriwal has written a letter this morning saying that 50% rebate should be given to students who travel by Delhi Metro. Tomorrow, apparently I've been told, Congress is announcing 100%. But you see, there is one sec, Ramesh ji, there is a credibility problem the Congress has. The Delhi voter does not see the Congress as a viable option to AAP, but he sees the BJP because BJP will bring double engine. LG and CM will be on the same page. The CM will be a BJP CM. They are saying first cabinet meeting, we will clear the Mahila Samriddhi Yojana. They will clear every promise. Now pregnant women, they promised 21,000. There's already a central scheme, Pradhan Mantri, I think Matriya Vandana Yojana, where pregnant women are given 5,000 and 6,000 rupees. Sir, 1 minute. Credibility hai, paisa hai, will hai, double engine hai, LG and CM on the same page. Today they have beaten Arvind Kejriwal at his own game. They have bested Arvind Kejriwal at his own game.
No, Abhishek. I'm coming to you. Then Abhishek, let me ask him a question. Then your position has evolved, Abhishek. Admit that what you used to call revdi is actually doable, and now your political views have evolved in the direction that maybe this can be done.
If that wins the election, and if it does not do damage to the country and the nation's economy, so be it. Pradhan Mantri, the Prime Minister, is saying, I am taking a personal guarantee. This is Modi ki guarantee versus Kejriwal.
No, but
Kejriwal's guarantees have failed in Punjab. Kejriwal's guarantees have failed in Punjab.
Abhishek, when I was president of the NSUI, RP Singh was my colleague in the Delhi University. We were having a student's bus pass of 12 rupees.
12.5 rupees.
12.5 रुपए का था. और यूनिवर्सिटी स्पेशल बसेस चलती थी, आज नहीं चलती है. सुनना आप, मैं स्कूल में पढ़ता था बाल भारती, मेरे मम्मी पापा दोनों गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट थे. दैट्स व्हाई दे अफोर्ड टू पुट मी इनटू पब्लिक स्कूल.
राइट.
स्कूलों के अंदर डीटीसी की बसेस होती थी. आज नहीं है. स्कूलों के पब्लिक स्कूल के बच्चे या सरकारी स्कूल के बच्चों को प्राइवेट बसेस में 5-5 हजार 10-10 हजार ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का देना पड़ता है. इनको नॉलेज नहीं है दिल्ली की. इनको नॉलेज नहीं है दिल्ली में, क्योंकि ये दिल्ली में पैदा नहीं हुए. इनको दिल्ली के बारे में पता नहीं है. दिल्ली के अंदर स्कीम्स, पहले वेलफेयर की स्कीम्स 1950 जब देश आजाद हुआ उसके बाद बनती आई है. जो नीडी लोग थे, जो विधवा थी, विडो थी, जो ब्लाइंड थी, फिजिकली हैंडीकैप थी, जो नीडी लोग थे, इन्होंने ये जो सिस्टम बना दिया है, ये नेवर एंडिंग चैप्टर है. ये 2.5 लाख हम कर देंगे, 3 लाख कर देंगे, ये खत्म नहीं होगा. मेरे बेटे के बाद मेरा
fantastic point. In fact, no, Ramesh Sabharwal,
टैक्स भी देते हैं. जब साबुन लेते हो, जीएसटी देते हो, तो उनको ही वापस आना है.
Abhishek, you see, Ramesh Sabharwal is bringing a lot of value to the conversation. Please acknowledge. What he's saying is, he is not against the promises that you are making. He is not against the welfare schemes. His only point is this, please channelize. So, for example, in today's BJP promise, maternity leave increased from 12 to 26 weeks. Fantastic. Yeah. That's welfare.
Great. Father को भी मिलना चाहिए.
And most welcome.
Father को भी मिलना
Maybe in part 2.
Father को भी मिलना चाहिए.
No, this is part 1.
हम देगी ना, कांग्रेस देगी ना.
Okay.
आप काम करिए, आप आइडिया दीजिए बीजेपी को, बीजेपी लेके
Please let me complete.
अरे भाई बीजेपी तो हमारे से बाद में पैदा हुई है.
Let me complete. No, Anmol, listen. You are understanding the point I'm making?
Please.
No, you will respond with your own data, but
Abhishek, very small point. अनमोल एक सेकंड, अनमोल एक सेकंड, अनमोल एक सेकंड. सबसे बड़ी बात है जी सर,
मोदी कांग्रेस बन चुकी है.
नहीं उससे बड़ी एक मिनट बड़ी बात कही.
ये अच्छी बात है आपके लिए.
नहीं अच्छी बात थोड़ा है.
नहीं उससे एक बड़ी बात, उससे कई बीजेपी कांग्रेस के बाद पैदा हुई, ऐसा कुछ कहा.
कांग्रेस पहले पैदा हुई है, बीजेपी बाद में पैदा हुई.
अच्छा, देश पता है, ये इसी बात का दिक्कत है.
बड़ा भाई बड़ा होता है, छोटा भाई छोटा होता है.
आपने बोला ना सर, आपने बोला, सुना मैंने, बड़ी जरूरी बात है. अरे सर बड़ी अच्छा सर हो गया सर. एक मिनट सुन तो लो ना. आज सर 17 जनवरी है सर. 17 जनवरी 1872 के अंदर 49 सरदारों को तोप के गोले से उड़ाया गया था. इन्होंने आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी. ये सोच लो कांग्रेस. अरे सुनो सर एक मिनट. कांग्रेस बनी 1885 के अंदर. 1872, 14 साल पहले कांग्रेस के बनने से 49-6 को तोप के गोले के आगे खड़ा करके उड़ा दिया था। तो इसलिए ना ये मत कहा करो कौन कब बना था दोस्त। ये जो आप गाना गाते रहते हो ना कांग्रेस पार्टी है सर, ये छोड़ दो।
हमारे में बने हो।
नहीं, ये इसलिए ये जो आप जो गाना गाते हैं आजादी की लड़ाई हमने लड़ी, हम पहले बने, हम बड़ी पार्टी है।
I'm bringing you back. We are digressing. I'm bringing you back. Listen, Anmol, I'm coming to you. You know, I lost my thoughts because I was interrupted.
This is important. 17 January is a very big date for the Indian independence history. 17 January 1872.
All Indians have fought for that.
Sir, 1872 महात्मा गांधी जी तोप के गोले को उड़ाया था कि जो क्या
गांधी की लीडरशिप में लड़े
49 हाँ महात्मा गांधी देश में नहीं आए थे, महात्मा गांधी देश में नहीं आए थे, महात्मा गांधी झांसी की रानी भी तो थी। अरे सुनो, महात्मा गांधी देश में नहीं आए थे, तोप के गोले से झांसी की रानी भी तो आई थी। अरे भाई एक आदमी कांग्रेस का तोप के गोले से उड़ा रहा है, एक आदमी
सरदार
लड़े नहीं मुगलों के खिलाफ, गुरु गोविंद सिंह नहीं लड़े।
No. We are digressing. Ramesh Sabharwal, please pull back. I want to get in Anmol into this now. Anmol, the point I was making before we digress was that yes, welfare, absolutely welcome. Maternity leave, 12 to 26 weeks, okay. But increase in senior citizen pension, why not? Yes. Because, you know, they don't have this, they are not going to have any additional new sources of income. This is fine. But ₹5 for a meal.
Why not?
No, it contradicts your own argument that people have money.
Right,
India is rich. Then why do you want to give ₹5 for a meal? A meal for ₹5.
So that poor
राजस्थान में स्कीम हमारी चल रही है, उत्तराखंड में चल रही है।
आपको क्या लगता है अरविंद केजरीवाल will go eat a ₹5 meal?
इंदिरा रसोई चल रही है।
Let Anmol respond. Anmol, you know, you promised 100 Aam Aadmi Party canteens, right? But those never materialized in Delhi.
No. Can I respond? सवाल आप मेरे से पूछते हैं,
I'm asking
जवाब उनसे ले ले.
I'm asking you.
The fact is, as Mr.
But the question that I'm asking.
Just a minute. Let me respond. He also said a lot of things you didn't interrupt for.
No, but he was answering to what I was asking.
Yeah, I will also answer to what you are asking, but I will not let them spread lies and go away.
Okay.
Mr. Sudhir said that भाई will है, LG है, CM है, double engine सरकार है. Certainly, Mr. Sudhir, BJP has double engine governments in 22 states. Yes. Who stopped them to implement these schemes there? They are in power in Gujarat for 25 years. They are in power in Madhya Pradesh for 15 years. Who stopped them?
In Maharashtra?
Because they don't have the intent.
230 seats in Maharashtra.
So I didn't interrupt you. Abhishek ji is just the way. So when I will interrupt, Abhishek ji, दरअसल डिबेट ना इस तरह से हो रहा है कि जब मैं बोलूं तो वो इंटरप्ट करते रहे और जब वो बोले तो आप मेरे से उम्मीद करते हैं कि मैं चुप रहूं.
No, last time
this is unfair, Abhishek ji. This is unfair. I'm very honestly speaking. See, the fact is, because they don't have the will, they are deceiving the people. They only have one agenda, to criticize and abuse Arvind Kejriwal, because they cannot compete with the kind of work he has done in last 10 years. Otherwise, they would have implemented this scheme in 22 states. ये कहते हैं कि हमने 22 राज्यों में किए, हम करेंगे. In Delhi also, let us be specific. In Delhi, they promised हम 10 नए स्कूल खोलेंगे, 10 नए कॉलेज खोलेंगे, 200 नए स्कूल, एक का नाम बता दें. They promised that we will ensure land and ownership right to the 40 lakh Purvanchali living in Delhi. वो पूरा नहीं किया. They promised that they'll convert 10 lakh shops and offices from leasehold to freehold. वो पूरा नहीं किया. They promised that we'll ensure Pakka house by 2022
Why
to
Pakka
every
houses are not
citizen.
being given?
Only 4,700 people are still waiting. 15 lakh people are still waiting for their Pakka houses. These are the ones who demolished 2,96,796 झुग्गीज in Delhi.
Now, do you want an answer?
वो वादा किया, वो सारा पूरा नहीं किया.
मकान बना के रखे हुए थे, उजाड़ने से पहले बसाते थे हम लोग. हमने मकान सरकार से बना के रखे, इन लोगों ने बांटे तक नहीं. आपस की लड़ाई में, बीजेपी और आपकी लड़ाई में दिल्ली के झुग्गी वाले
रमेश सबरवाल नहीं, बी फेयर ऑन दिस.
दोनों का झगड़ा
नहीं, बी फेयर ऑन दिस. नो, यू आर
ओनरशिप दी थी. हमने ओनरशिप दी थी. हमने ओनरशिप दी थी.
Just admitted.
30,000
बीजेपी और आम आदमी पार्टी का, कांग्रेस इज नॉट देयर.
चुके हैं अरे मान लो ना,
दिल्ली की जनता में भरोसा है।
मान लो ना 30,000 मकान शीला जी के टाइम में बने थे, 5 साल शीला जी के जाने से 5 साल पहले बने थे। आज वो 15 साल हो गए, वो मकान वैसे के वैसे, हाउसेज लाइक दैट ओनली वेयर यू लेफ्ट।
नो
झगड़ा कोई नहीं,
योजना थी वो।
अरे
तो मकान की जगह मेरे इलाके से तो इतने लोगों को
वो किससे देने थे? शीला जी ने देने थे या दिल्ली सरकार ने देने? दिल्ली सरकार ने देना। Why not allowed to do them?
RP Singh, Anmol asked a very important question, which I am interested in. I am curious about.
I have to speak on the crime rate also. I've got the data now.
You got the data? Okay, fine. You speak on the crime rate, but before that, answer my question, which I am picking from what Anmol said. You know, when it comes to national politics, Mr. RP Singh, we always say Modi versus who? And that's a very legitimate question to ask, politically speaking. Similarly, in the case of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal versus who? Would you answer that?
Yes, I will answer that.
Congress.
This is what Kejriwal is. You talk about Kejriwal, people talk about him. So we don't want any verses against him. Thank you. They should project more of Kejriwal. They should project as much they can project the Kejriwal.
इनका दूल्हा गायब है। इनका दूल्हा गायब है। इनका दूल्हा गायब है।
आपको
जिनके पास कोई मुद्दा नहीं है, कोई चेहरा नहीं है।
दिल्ली की जनता को एक के साथ
पूछो, इनसे पूछो मुद्दा क्या है?
दिल्ली की
केजरीवाल को गाली दो। इनसे पूछो स्कूल कितने बनाए,
हर मोहल्ले के अंदर
पूछो हॉस्पिटल कितने बनाए, केजरीवाल को गाली दो। इनसे पूछो आपने काम क्यों नहीं किया?
हर गुरुद्वारे, हर मंदिर के बाहर शराब के ठेके याद आते हैं।
ये देखो,
Pull back. He's not answering. He's not. No. Pull back. Anmol. He did not interrupt you.
1100 रुपए बांट रहे हो।
Anmol, he did not interrupt you.
रिश्वत दे रहे हो।
रिश्वत लग रही है। आप मुकदमा करो ना।
चद्दर बांट रहे हो।
जब तक कैंडिडेट नहीं है, जब तक कुछ भी कर सकते हैं।
चद्दर बांट रहे हो।
अच्छा ऐसा करते हैं। मेरी गाड़ी बाहर खड़ी है। मेरी गाड़ी के अंदर शॉल, जूते, चप्पल सब रखे हैं। मेरे को जहाँ कोई गरीब आदमी दिखता है, मैं रेड लाइट पर दे देता हूँ। उसमें क्या बुराई है? आई एम नॉट अ कैंडिडेट।
इट्स अ वायलेशन ऑफ मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट 123।
अरे किसी का
पढ़िए
नहीं है। आप मेरे खिलाफ मुकदमा लगा दो, मेरी गाड़ी बाहर खड़ी, मैं भी दिल्ली में करूंगा, कर देना मेरे खिलाफ मुकदमा।
जनता
There is an FIR for violation of model code of conduct against the chief
अचंभे
minister
की बात अभिषेक जी ये है,
मतलब
प्रवेश वर्मा is openly tweeting. He's saying I am distributing shoes, I am distributing gold chain, I am distributing bed sheets, I am giving 1100 bribe, and election commission is saying election commission is saying कि हमें कुछ दिख क्यों नहीं रहा?
One thing that becomes very clear.
नई दिल्ली में पिछली बार जो काम आज बीजेपी कर रही है, वो आप पार्टी कर रही है।
Ramesh Sabharwal, the question that I asked of RP Singh, which he did not, he deflected on who's going to be the chief minister, is a question that I ask you also. People of Delhi want to know because they are going to vote in a while.